This does not look like much at all at this time of year. This is Crab Apple Prairifire. But I can assure you, in a few weeks from now, this tree that doesn't appear to look like much will look spectacular. You can just about make out that it's coming out of dormancy since losing its leaves in the winter, and it's just started to put on these beautiful red buds. The trees are coming out of dormancy. The weather is changing. The conditions are just becoming right, and you will see an explosion of these incredible fuchsia blossoms in just a few short weeks. So watch me as I prune back some of the old dry branches to help this tree look its best in just a few weeks' time. Okay, so we're back to the crab apple. It's about a week later and still spring, and you can just about see the beginnings of the blossoms opening. So a little bit further along, but just to give you a look of how this tree, which I would say is a medium height tree, it probably gets to about maybe 20 feet tall, maybe. So I think it could work well in a small or large garden. Just to give you an idea of the foliage. The blossoms are just starting to swell a little bit more, preparing for them to burst into their full glory. But you can see there are some leaves, and in the next few weeks, probably not even a couple of weeks, you'll see how it gets into the blossoms. There's one just about beginning to open, and it really doesn't look like much just yet, but give this a few more days and I will be sure to bring you back to see what these trees look like in full bloom. The crab apples, they are a few days on from the last video, and you can see that generally the trees are looking reddish in colour, but don't be fooled, they will turn a fabulous pink in no time. But you can see that the foliage is definitely coming through, and the blossoms are now quite prominent in this tree, and it really is a matter of just days, I should imagine now, really, before we have these gorgeous flowers in full spring bloom. But you can see what they're looking like at the moment. They're definitely a beautiful colour against the cloudy but blue sky. And as always, the camera doesn't do these justice at all in terms of how magnificent they do look. Look how plentiful they are. Look how in abundance they are. When the conditions are right, the beauty was always there. You just had to know it was there. Sending each and every one of you positive energy, positive vibes. Aren't they just gorgeous? This one is taken early morning. You can hear the bird song. Actually, the date in this video, this is the 12th of April 2023. And it's before 7 a.m. So the flowers are still beautiful. But this is early morning also, so you have the early morning dew plus the rain from yesterday. These branches are weighed down somewhat with the rain and the dew. The volume of flowers. But the green leaves of the tree above. And here we have our crab apple. And because of the breeze, it feels as if it's snowing pink petals. Because underneath these beautiful trees, the petals are beginning to fall. So it tells me that this tree, the Crab Apple Prairifire, has reached its best. And I hope you will agree with me that they really have not been a disappointment. It's been worth waiting to watch and see them. I hope you feel that way. I certainly do. Let me see if I can get a nice long shot of the trees in full bloom. A helicopter or aeroplane has just decided to go overhead. So this is them. Prairifire, Crab Apple. This is them. I hope it's been worth the wait. Here we are with the crab apples in full bloom, rather than full bloom, in full bloom, and to me they are delightful. twisting in the wind, dropping their petals a little. It's snowing. It's snowing. The prairie fire, crab apples. Prairie fire, crab apples. Do you see them? Do you see them? Prairie fire, crab apples. Do you see them? Do you see them? That's it. That's what I waited for all these weeks. So patiently, patiently waiting for them to show their true colours. You know? Patiently waiting for them to show their true colours. And here they are. They haven't disappointed. I'm walking backwards, so please, I'm doing it gingerly. If I fall, I'll leave it in, I promise you. I won't edit that out. I'm hiding. Has it been worth the wait? Okay, so I want to say thank you for joining me as I showed you the progress of my Crab Apple Prairifire. They really are at their peak now, and in many ways I think they've gone slightly over, but if you've watched the video then you will see how over many weeks I filmed footage of this plant and showed you how it went from its dormant stage to becoming this beautiful tree that you see behind me. It's mid-morning, so perhaps isn't the best time to be filming to see its deep colours, but I think you can appreciate that the blossom hasn't disappointed, and in just a few days' time it will lose all of these blossoms. In just a few days it will lose all of these blossoms. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I appreciate your company, and I hope you enjoyed watching this tree go from the dormant stage into these magnificent blossoms. It's getting a little windy, and I can see in places where the bees are coming and enjoying the nectar, the pollen. It's one that just landed on my hat. But I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching as always. Take care of each other and see you in my next video. Please do like and subscribe if you can. To those of you who have already, I always get tongue twisted with that, don't I? For those of you who are already subscribed, I do appreciate that, and I see the numbers growing, so I'm really grateful for that. Share this video, and please go ahead and leave a comment. Tell me what you felt about this video or the tree, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care for now. Bye.